You know that feeling when your brain's in a fist fight with your body? Your chest is tight, your mind's racing, and even opening an email feels dangerous. Here's what most people never realize. Stress isn't emotional first, it's chemical. And once you understand that, you can outsmart it. In this video, you'll learn 7 psychology-backed tricks that calm your body, quiet your mind, and bring control back online. No breath counting, no. Just relax. No Himalayan retreat required. Part 1, the 90-second rule. Here's a secret most people don't know. Your body's stress response has an expiration date. When something triggers you, a text, a comment, a deadline, your brain releases a surge of stress chemicals. Adrenaline, cortisol, all the stuff that makes your heart race and your stomach twist. That surge, it lasts about 90 seconds. After that, the chemistry fades, unless you keep it alive by replaying the thought. And that's what creates the loop. The moment your brain stops reacting to the world and starts reacting to its own reaction. You think about the stress, that thought releases another small hit of adrenaline, and suddenly you're stuck replaying the same moment on repeat. Not because the threat is real anymore, but because the memory keeps tricking your body into reliving it. So here's your experiment. The next time you feel that rush, don't argue with it. Don't try to fix it. Just notice it. Look at the clock. For 90 seconds, do nothing but watch the wave rise and fall in your body. You'll feel it peak, then ease off all by itself. That's not positive thinking. That's biochemistry obeying physics. And once you feel that for yourself, you realize the emotion was never the problem. The loop was the endless echo between your thoughts and your chemistry that keeps the body tense long after the danger's gone. Part 2, micro-grounding. When anxiety hits, your brain's map of the world gets huge. Too many threats, too much data. So shrink it. Find one texture under your hand, one sound around you, and one thing you can see. Maybe it's the fabric of your jeans, the hum of the fan, the light on the wall. Now, once you've found them, name them in your mind. Say it silently like, this is my shirt. This is the sound of my fan. That's the lamp by the door. Then take one slow breath while keeping your attention on those 3 things. That's it. You've just interrupted a stress spiral in under 10 seconds. Here's why it works. When you focus on touch, sound, and sight, and mentally label them, you activate your somatosensory cortex and language centers together. That combination pulls your brain's energy away from the amygdala and back into the present moment. You're literally using your senses as grounding cables. It's not spiritual, it's neurological. You're teaching your brain that right now, there's no actual danger. Part 3, the 20-second reset. Have you noticed how, when you're stressed, your world feels smaller? The air gets thick, your shoulders tighten, even the room seems to close in. That's not imagination. It's your body's way of preparing for threat. Your vision literally narrows so you can focus on danger. When you're stressed, your eyes lock onto the nearest threat, your phone, your screen, that one unread message. Your field of vision tightens, and your brain interprets that tunnel vision as proof that you're in danger. Here's the fix. Look far away. Step outside or glance out a window and let your eyes focus on something distant. A building, the horizon, even a cloud. Why it works? Your visual system is directly connected to your stress response. Stanford neuroscientists found that expanding your visual field, literally looking wider, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your body we're safe enough to relax. So when you widen your view, your brain follows. The farther you look, the smaller your problem feels. And that's not poetic, it's biological. Part 4, the stress reversal journal. Ever notice how once your body finally starts to calm down, your mind takes over? You stop shaking, but your thoughts start running laps, replaying the conversation, the mistake, the what if. That's because your brain hates unfinished stories. When it can't control something, it tries to think its way into control instead, which only feeds the panic loop. That's where this trick comes in. Forget gratitude journaling for a second, this one's faster. Draw 2 columns, left side, what I can't control, right side, what I can. Maybe you can't control the deadline, but you can control how you plan tonight. Maybe you can't control what someone thinks, but you can decide when to stop checking your phone. When your brain sees that separation on paper, something shifts. You move from rumination to action. You literally reroute energy from the emotional circuits that spiral into the executive circuits that solve. It's like flipping a switch from chaos to clarity. The stress doesn't vanish, but you're driving again. And sometimes that small sense of control is all the safety your nervous system needs to finally let go. Part 5, the temperature trick. When your mind's racing, your nervous system's in overdrive, heart rate spikes, blood pressure rises, your body thinks you're in danger. But there's one surprisingly fast way to tell your brain, stand down. Cold. Splashing cold water on your face, holding a cold drink against your neck, or stepping into cool air activates your vagus nerve, the body's built-in calm switch. It triggers the mammalian dive reflex, slowing your heartbeat, lowering cortisol, and pulling you out of fight or flight in seconds. It sounds too simple, but it's literally evolutionary tech. Your body learned long ago, if we're underwater, we can't panic. Try it when your thoughts start spinning. Grab ice cubes, press them to your skin, and breathe slowly. You'll feel your pulse drop, your thoughts quiet, and for the first time that day, your body will remember what safety feels like. Because sometimes your brain doesn't need another thought. It just needs a different temperature. Part 6, task chunking. You know that moment when you sit down to work, the screen's open, the list is long, and your brain just blanks? You're not scrolling or procrastinating. You're just stuck. You call it being lazy. But that's not what's happening. Your mind isn't refusing to work. It's shutting down to protect you. When your brain sees too many unfinished tasks at once, it flags danger. Each item whispers, "Don't forget me," until the noise becomes unbearable. Your nervous system freezes, not because you don't care, but because it thinks slowing down is the only way to survive the pressure. So here's how you unfreeze. Shrink the moment. Pick the tiniest visible step. Open the file. Name the document. Type one line. That single action tells your brain, see? We're moving. Movement restores safety, and safety restores focus. Each step gives your body a small hit of dopamine, your brain's way of saying, good, we're okay now. And dopamine and fear can't coexist. So when you feel paralyzed, don't aim to finish. Aim to start, because clarity doesn't come before action, it comes from action. Your brain doesn't need the whole plan, it just needs proof you've begun. Part 7, the body to mind reversal. Have you ever noticed how stress makes your body feel heavier? Like your limbs don't want to move, as if every part of you decided to shut down together. That's not laziness. That's your nervous system hitting the brakes. Most people wait until they feel calm to move, but movement is the signal that tells your body the threat has passed. Even small movements, a slow walk, a stretch, standing up, send a message through your body that says, we're safe to act again. Your muscles contract and release, pumping oxygen back into your brain, rebalancing hormones, and reminding your system that you're not in danger. It's called biological feedback, and it's your body's way of resetting itself. That's why therapists often tell trauma survivors to move rather than sit still. Stillness keeps the nervous system in freeze mode. You don't have to go for a jog, just move something. Stand up, roll your shoulders, shake out your hands. Even looking upward instead of downward changes your internal state. It signals safety to the brain. So when you feel mentally stuck, start with your body, because sometimes thinking harder isn't the solution, movement is. You don't move because you're calm, you move to become calm. Your body isn't just following your mind, it's teaching it what peace feels like. If you're tired of videos that tell you to just relax, this channel is different. Here we turn psychology into tools you can feel working. So if that's your vibe, hit like and subscribe, not for the algorithm, but so your brain has a place to recharge next time life gets loud. Part 8, the real secret. Here's the truth. You can't delete stress, it's part of being human. But you can outsmart the system that created it. Stress isn't your enemy, it's your alarm system. And when you stop panicking about the alarm and start learning its language, you realize control isn't peace, awareness is. So next time your brain spirals, try one of these 7 tricks. You're not weak for feeling anxious, you're wired to survive. Now you know how to reprogram that wiring. You've survived every bad day so far. This one's no different. Remember, you're not broken, you're just overwhelmed.